Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I can hardly believe that it's the end of 2015 already, but since it is, for today's video I'm going to be showing you my 15 favourite products of 2015. So some of these products I haven't actually had all year, but everything that I'm going to be showing you in today's video I have used a lot and I really truly love. I hope you enjoy watching and let's get started. So since most of the products I'm showing you today are makeup items, I'm going to try and show them to you kind of in the order that you'd put them on. So the first thing that I have to show you is actually a fairly recent purchase. I've only had this for 2 months, but I just love it so much I couldn't leave it out of this video. It's the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is in the colour 120 Classic Ivory, and I got this towards the end of October I think, and I just love it so much. I've used it a lot since I've had it, and this is my go-to whenever I really want my foundation to look nice. I have the Dewy and Smooth formula for this, which is for normal to dry skin. There is also a matte version and I really want to pick that up and try it as well. And this retails for about 25 New Zealand dollars. It's a very affordable drugstore foundation, so if you're on a budget and you still want an amazing looking foundation, I definitely recommend this one. For concealer, my favourite one that I've used this year has been the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. The words have rubbed off the packaging of mine a little bit. That's because I've had it for most of the year. I have this in the shade Fair 1. I usually just use this to brighten up under my eyes. I don't tend to use it anywhere else on my face. My favourite thing about this concealer is the consistency. It's very thick and it covers everything. You have no under eye circles after you've applied this. This retails for about $15 in New Zealand, but Collection often have sales where you can get it for cheaper. I only have one favourite brush in this video, and it is the XO Beauty Round Top Face Brush. And again, I've only had this for about 3 or 4 months I think, but I've honestly used this every single day that I've done my makeup since I've had it. I use this to apply BB cream, foundation, and also to blend in my concealer after I've dabbed it in with my fingers, and it's just got the perfect density. And it makes blending so easy. This brush cost about $26 off the XO Beauty website, but it is definitely worth it. For my favourite eye products, the first thing I have to show you are these Maybelline Colour Tattoos, and I have 5 of these, but I've just brought 2 to show you. So this one is number 10, Fierce and Tangy, and this one is number 25, Shady Shores, and I'm actually wearing both of them on my eyes today. I think these are my 2 favourites out of the colours that I have, because the Sandy Shores one I can use as an eyeshadow base. It is slightly yellow, but it's a fairly neutral colour and you pretty much can't see it once you've put another shadow over top of it. And I love the Fierce and Tangy one because it's just such a bright and cheerful colour. I'm really into like happy colours, and this one is bright orange and I just love it, especially for summer. I do find that these shadows tend to stay on my eyes longer and better than powder products as well, and I think these retail for about 16 or 17 New Zealand dollars. Next for eyeshadow I have a Chi Chi palette. I do have another one of these, but this one is my favourite one. This is the Pretty one, and I think these shades are just stunning. This for me is a palette that you can use all year round. You can do so many different looks. You can do a lot of very neutral looks as well. I don't always like to have very bright eyeshadows, and I can do a lot of like neutral pinks with this palette. But then you've also got like the purples over this end, which means that I can use it in winter as well. I just love this palette. And this retails for 31 New Zealand dollars. You can get it from Farmers, and I think that's a fairly affordable price considering how many shadows you actually get. Next I have 2 eyeliners. So the first one is this Rimmel Exaggerate Pencil Eyeliner. This is in 212 Rich Brown. I think this is perfect for spring and summer, or just when you don't want your makeup to look too heavy. Brown is always going to be a little bit softer than black, and it comes with a smudger on the end, so you can always make it look less harsh by using that as well. My other favourite eyeliner of the year is from Art Deco. This is a felt liquid liner. That's what it looks like. And this is the Sensitive Fine Liner 1 in deep black. This is just the easiest thing to use. It's so easy to do a really thin line with this. It's really easy to do a wing, and I just love it. I'm not going to show you any mascaras today because honestly I didn't find one that I loved. I found a couple that were good, I liked them, and they were fine to show you in monthly favourites, and I think I did mention them both in monthly favourites throughout the year, but I don't feel that they're good enough to mention in my favourite products of the whole year. So moving on to blushes, and my favourite blushes this year were the Nature blushes. Now there are only 3 of these and I have all of them, and honestly the only bad thing about these is that I wish they had more. But you do get a pretty good colour range in the 3 that they have, because they've got a pink one which is called Rouge Glow, a corally peach one called Peach Glow, and a very natural coloured one called Rosewood. So that pretty much covers all your bases, but I feel like if they were to bring out more, I would definitely buy all the rest of them. I can't remember the exact price of these, but I'm sure that they were under $20. My absolute favourite highlighter of the year has been the Chi Chi Rose Wall of Shimmer. I think the packaging is beautiful, I think the product is amazing, and I need to get the other ones of these because obviously I can only use this with like a pink blush. I think they do have a peach one and a bronze one as well. And I think these are about 25 or 26 New Zealand dollars. And I have also been loving my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette for highlighting as well, but I feel like I haven't had it long enough for it to be in my favourites of the whole year. Like I've only had it for maybe 3 or 4 months. So moving on to lipsticks, because again I don't really have any favourite bronzers, my favourite drugstore lipsticks have been from Bourjois. I have 2 different types of their lipsticks here, but I love both of them so much. This one is one of the Rouge Edition Velvet ones. I have this in 07 Nudist, and this is like a dark pinky toned nude, and I love how this dries matte. I just think this is such a beautiful lipstick. I love the colour, I love the formula, I love how it looks. And the other one that I have is the Rouge Edition 12 Hours, and this is the shade 31 Beige Shooting. This one's a little bit lighter than the other one, but is still a pinky nude. And this one obviously doesn't go on a liquid because you can see it's in stick form, but this still dries matte and I really love the finish. I have 2 high-end lipsticks to show you, and the first one is from Clarins. Firstly, I mean, just look at that packaging. It's gold and it's beautiful. This is one of the Rouge Eclat. This is number 13 Wood Rose. This is a reddy brown colour. It's almost a nude on me because it's quite similar to the colour of my lips, but it's just so moisturising and it smells amazing, and I just feel $1,000,000 when I wear this. The only downside to this is that it does cost about 50 New Zealand dollars, but honestly I do think it's worth it. My other favourite high-end lipstick of the year is from MAC, and this is Up the Amp, which is an amplified formula. This is a purple one, and it's such a wearable purple. You do not need to be afraid of this lipstick. And while I'm not wearing this at the moment because we are in summer here in New Zealand, I wore this all winter. This probably won't come as a surprise, but for nail polish I've been loving the Essie nail polishes. I have got 5 of these, but these are my favourite 2. The blue one is Bikini Sotini, and I love this because I feel like I really suit blue. I have a lot of blue clothes, so I can wear this with a lot of things. And this one is Jiggle High Jiggle Low, and I just love the glitter in this one. It's like a cross between a silver and a gold, but it's glittery. In some lights it looks a little bit gold, but I think most of the time it looks more silver. And these retail for about 21 New Zealand dollars. 2 more items left. So my next one is a hair care item. This is the Justice Protein Spray Detangler, and I have the tangliest hair ever. I have very, very fine hair, so it gets tangled really easily, and honestly, after my hair's been wet, like in the shower or something, if I don't use a detangler, I cannot brush it. This product has been a lifesaver for me. This is already my 2nd bottle of it, and they last such a long time. The last one that I had lasted about 6 or 7 months, and as you can see, they cost $22. Lastly is a product that's not that exciting, but it is a necessity for me, and I've gone through probably about 8 of these throughout the year, and it is the Savicol mouthwash, and I only have an empty one to show you right now because I just finished it and I haven't quite gotten around to buying a new one yet. These come in 2 different flavours. There's a blue one and a green one. This is the blue one. I try and just swap between them. These are just so good. I find that they're much better than other mouthwashes. These are the ones that my dentist recommended for me. And I was told that these can stain your teeth a little bit grey, but I haven't found it to do that at all. So those were my favourite 15 products of 2015. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment down below letting me know either what your favourite products were this year or what you're planning to buy next year. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!